Now let's talk to Francisco, a local who could tell us what life is really like here.
Montañita antes, la gente que vivía acá en Montañita vivía de la agricultura, vivía de la pesca, vivía de sembríos como es plátano, piña, sandía, melón, naranja, mandarina, todas esas cosas. Eso estamos hablando de un aproximado de unos 30, 40 años atrás. Las primeras veces que vinieron turistas a visitarnos eran unas personas que le decíamos hippies. Comenzaron a descubrirle como un punto para surfear. Bueno, el Montañita anterior me gustaba mucho porque era más tranquilo que ahora. Pues en realidad donde yo vivo se escucha mucha bulla los fines de semana. Hay veces no puedo descansar. Para nuestro negocio como dueño de acá, pues me siento bien con el Montañita actual, porque antes yo era transportista, estaba fuera de mi casa trabajando y todo eso, pues estaba en la agricultura, pero ahora gracias a Dios con el nuevo, en la actualidad Montañita tenemos negocios como para sobrevivir. Soy propietario del restaurante, soy propietario de hostal, soy propietario de cyber, cabinas.
As you can see, some Ecuadorians have done very well for themselves.
Mi nombre es Dani Flores.
So let's talk to a volunteer lifeguard who could tell us some of the fun aspects of this beach.
Aquí en Montañita hay olas grandes y es una de las playas que más constante de olas. En otros lugares pueden permanecer de 3 meses, 2 meses sin olas, pero acá nosotros siempre todo el año tenemos olas. Sí hay un campeonato del Risk Classic que se va a realizar de aquí de unas pocas semanas y estamos preparándonos para ese torneo también, tanto como un grupo de salvavidas y competidores.
Many Ecuadorians leave the country for economic reasons. Andres here has lived in New Jersey and Brazil, but still tries to make time to come back to Montañita. Let's find out what Montañita means to him.
My connection with this town, it started when I was 14 years old, when I came for the first time with my uncle. This would be 1989, 88, around. First thing that I noticed, it was the crazy gringo that had a bar down there at the point. It was an American dude that arrived here, and then he opened the bar, and then everyone hung out there. There was only one restaurant, 2 hotels, so there wasn't a nightlife here. All we did it was sit down by the beach, make light up a fire, and then just talk, and then go to sleep early around 10, 11. That's it. They started doing the international surfing contest, so that's how with that contest that brought more people into town. It was a very basic town. It had a charming energy when you arrived. Everything was basic. It was old mud. If it rained or dust, they had the first electronic music in Ecuador. So they had a bar, I remember, called El Pelícano, back there at the point. Very important was that people had at that time the freedom to smoke marijuana around, but not in the way that is happening now. It was some kind of a secret thing that people did in their rooms, but you never saw anyone smoking outside, out in the open, like it is happening nowadays, you know. It was just the energy, the ambiance that you can find here in Montañita. As soon as you arrive, you feel good vibes. Everything is relaxed.
The town is much bigger now, but it's still easy to relax. Oh, that's right, relax. I almost forgot to do that today. Hey, I gotta install one of those in my backyard at home. And if you're one of those few people that like sunsets on the beach, then I think you're gonna like it here. So now we'll talk to one of those tourists that never left. We'll find out why he made Montañita his home.
My name is Ishai Eshed. I come from Israel
I arrived in Ecuador first time at 2005. Started as a tour guide in Quito, volunteer at the beginning, and then started guiding tours, and from tour guide started working in agencies and getting more into tourism in Quito's area. It's a little bit more developed and more organized. And to Montañita, I arrived the first time after like 3 months working in Quito for a vacation. I got tired of the snow and mountains. I asked my boss, hey, where do you go to catch some sun and beach? He said, man, you can go down to Montañita, but don't get stuck there too much, yeah? And I was like, yeah, no problem. 3-4 days, I'll be back after the weekend. Came down to Montañita first time. I got back to Quito about a week and a half later. I got seriously in trouble with my boss, but then just loved every moment here and couldn't leave. Like, I hang around today with people telling me stories about Montañita 18 years ago, 16 years ago, like old school surfers, local people that used to come over here 5-6 hours drive from Guayaquil with a 4-wheel drive, passing the rivers where there was no roads, no nothing, and they came over here for the point, for the wave. At the point, it all began. Okay, not here in central of Montañita. This was like more a fisherman village, like village one above, ahead and one village before. Okay, good waves, surfers, hippies, parties, and no one to tell you no. Okay, and that's what actually started the place, and people used to come in and enjoy the freedom that you have. Like, there's no norma in Montañita. People hang around at the beach, drink beers, socialize, do bonfires down at the beach, and that's how it started. And from there, getting in more surfers, more surf competence, more girls coming in, and with the girls comes the parties, come more audience and more crowd, and it got bigger and bigger and bigger.
Hey, Isabella, I don't think they're gonna let you take those out of the country. Unfortunately, Isabella has to head back to Canada. But don't worry, not us. Sucks to be you, Isabella. Artists and street performers come here from all over South America. We'll talk to an Argentinian band who has crisscrossed the continent but always stays the longest in Montañita.
La idea es como fusionar las distintas cosas, como la música, el teatro, la danza, el cine, la fotografía. En el parque montamos nuestro espectáculo, con luces, sonidos, gradas, para que entonces la gente empezó a llegar y empezó a descubrir que es agradable estar sentado 1 hora viendo un espectáculo, ¿no? Trabajando al sombrero.
Por ser artista a veces tan mal visto en las fronteras, como que a veces tenés que ocultar tu historia para...
Tienes distintos niveles de turistas. Tienes un turista que es más ecológico, que cuida más el lugar, y tienes un turista que realmente no tiene ni idea y solo viene porque montaña es un lugar, entre comillas, es un lugar de locos, ¿no? En donde se encuentran guitarras, se encuentran gente tocando, gente haciendo malabares, gente haciendo acrobacia, gente haciendo artesanías, surfeando. Es un lugar de surf, ¿entiendes? En donde todo el mundo viene a surfear. Antiguamente esto estaba más escondido, entonces la gente solo venía a sentirse libre. Y hoy por hoy llegan los mismos turistas a buscar eso, ¿no? Que es la libertad de estar tranquilos en un lugar. Pues ya hoy por hoy es como que se está haciendo un punto, ¿sabes? Un punto así como muy, por los fines de semana, como se transforma en una pequeña ciudad. Y como pequeña ciudad a veces hay caos. Somos del elenco circular y estamos haciendo un temita que se llama Tungatanga. Tungatanga.
The beach is safe at any time, so no worries if you go on a midnight stroll, especially if you're with a guy like me. Just watch out for those waves, Aaliyah. And to top off the night, it's never a bad idea to have a drink in that cool, cool ocean breeze. Montañita's a real cool place, but still, it's a real place, and like anywhere else, it has its own problems. The biggest danger waits in the water, and no, it's not the sharks. Let's talk to Danny about the dangerous side of this beach.
Montañita es un lugar donde hay mucho frecuente de olas grandes y no es apto como para bañista, porque las corrientes son un poco fuertes y son muy difícil, una vez estar dentro de la corriente es muy difícil volver a salir. Lo primero que hay que hacer es mantenerse con calma y mantenerse a flote, alzando la mano. Si ya entraste a la corriente, que no logre intentar salir. Es mejor que si la corriente te lleva, que te lleve más adentro, que va a haber menos peligro que al momento que vas a empezar a salir. Porque estando adentro tú puedes mantenerte a flote y cualquier persona, salvavidas, voluntario, surfista, te puede ir a ayudar. Y la hora que se vuelve más peligroso aquí en Montañita es cuando la marea está un poco baja. Es donde las corrientes se forman, porque topan arena y comienzan a querer jalar y hacen turbulencia. Y justamente hoy me fui a Santa Elena y me encuentro con la sorpresa que se estaban yendo 8 personas, pero de las 8 personas murió una persona, una chica. Y me siento triste porque queríamos empezar este año sin ninguna persona, sin ninguna víctima fallecida.
We barely finished talking, and Danny got called into action when a group of tourists got caught in the current.